Hey you guys, it's your girl Tititaughtyou and welcome back to my channel. Now, as you can see by the title of the vlog, I decided to do something differently today and I feel like it's going to be very beneficial for anyone across the board. Before we begin, I want to make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Smash that like button. If you are a new terror to my team of terrors, welcome to my channel. This is my crazy world. We talk about makeup, clothes, fashion, lifestyle, sports, the whole 9 yards. So today I wanted to talk about people not wanting to see you happy. I wanted to talk about embracing your happiness and finding your own little happiness for yourself to cherish and not trying to find and solely only depend on your happiness in others. If you're curious on my makeup routine, I could also link a vlog down below in the description box, okay? And if you're curious on how I styled my hair, yep, we still have our ponytail in from Amazon. She still looks good too. I can also link that down below. Child, do I have a mouthful today? Because let's get started. If you're curious on what I'm drinking, I'm a tea girl, you guys. So I wanted to name this vlog like tea with TT. This tea I made today is with pomegranate. So what I do is I save the pomegranate fruit, the skin of it, and I let it oxidize, let it air out, and I let it like let it dry up in the sun, and I put it in mason jars. I added brown sugar, sage, and cinnamon with a little bit of pepper. This also is good for you during the cough and flu season, especially for your throat, you guys. Pomegranate works wonders. It is so good. Anyway, I noticed that the moment you decide to like pull away from people or focus only on your happiness, people see it as you becoming selfish or you becoming a person where you feel like you don't need them anymore. Now, you guys know I am 32 years young. I'm at a point in my life where I say like we're adulting. Adulting isn't fun. I can literally text my friends and schedule friend appointments, like have conversations, catch-ups, lunch, going over their house, etc., etc., etc. All of us are growing. People are out here getting married, having kids, moving, traveling for work. So with that being said, I try to accommodate my friends with my schedule, with their schedule. But there are times where I just want to be in the house by myself. I don't feel like talking to nobody else. I will literally see my phone ringing sometimes and I'll turn my head. And I feel like if you want to have some alone time for yourself to have your own mental peace, you shouldn't have to explain that to anyone. And I noticed that if you are around people that are not on the same mental as you, the same frequency as you, they will take it as an insult. Now, it's one thing where like we make plans and you completely ghost me, then I'm gonna look at you funny because I feel like you owe me that kind of respect to even let me know, like, you know, what's been going on with you or something happened for that 24 hours to get back to me. But it's another where you and I were friends and you go like a month and a half and I haven't heard from you. Obviously, if I am your good friend, you know what I mean? Like I'll reach out to you to see if you're okay. You know what I mean? Because I have that spiritual connection with my friend. If you really care about me, I can sense like, yo, like I haven't heard from her in weeks. Is she good? But I'm never going to take it personal because everyone deserves to have their own time and space to reset themselves. I always say reset, replenish, rejuvenate. Literally reset, replenish, rejuvenate. And that's why I chose Sundays to be, because it is the first day of the week. That is why I had that be dedicated for my vlogs, because it's a new week, start fresh. Everything that happened in the past, that day before, that night before, that week before, gone. You know what I mean? And I noticed, like, let's be real, like, let's say, wow, this is really good. Let's say I have a game plan to make 6 figures, which is me right now. Or you have a business plan, right, for yourself. So you can become a wealthy millionaire in cryptocurrency. You duck off. You start doing research. You start YouTubing. You start getting books about business and how to get your LLC. If you're in this mindset, like you're in the zone, as they call it, tunnel vision, I would not expect you to be at the clubs every single week. I would not expect to be seeing you at brunches every single Sunday. You're like focusing on yourself, and I can respect that. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I feel like when it comes to you having a driven goal and it requires you to be focused, driven, what's that word? Not just driven, but like locked in, tunnel vision, eye vision, whatever it's called. Locked in, tunnel vision, I would expect, rude. So like I was saying before, if you are a person that has a driven plan and you want to achieve this set goal in a certain amount of years and you're staying ducked off, I would expect to not hear from you. And I'm not going to take it personal. You know what I mean? There are things that I'm working on for myself and my friends, because they know I love going to Boston's Hue Lounge when I'm in Boston. They're like, you haven't seen you in so long. Little do they know I got a business plan. You know what I mean? Little do they know I got something going on for myself. Little do they know I booked a commercial or I booked a movie. You know what I mean? Like, you would have no idea until after that achievement, that goal has surpassed and has been succeeded. You see what I'm saying? I think it's very unfair when people try to put you in between your dreams and them, and they get upset at you for, yo, you ain't outside no more, I don't see you, da-da-da-da. Because I have a goal. I always find it interesting when people are always out every single weekend. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I get it. Like, we're young. I'm not saying we're old because we're in the 30s. No. 30s is young. I'm talking about like when we were in college. I get that we will be up, you guys, if you went to college, or even not. But we would be up going to parties and literally take a nap and go to class the next day at 8 a.m. Like, it was that easy. You know what I mean? For me to be outside every single weekend, I'm gonna look at myself like, what am I celebrating? Like, what are we doing? What are we popping bottles for? You know what I mean? Like, why are you outside? Now, I noticed that when it comes to my friends and I becoming adults, we're going outside because you got a new position. You got a promotion. You know what I mean? You got a new job. You opened up a business. You opened up a restaurant. That's what I want to surround myself with. You see what I'm saying? With that being said, people do not like when you start to level yourself up and you stay ducked off. They take you focusing on yourself as an indirect hit towards them, like as if you don't want to rock with them no more. Which goes into the next part of this segment of the vlog. Child, you'll see. There comes a time and place where people start, the ones that feel some kind of way about you ducking off and focusing on yourself and having your tunnel vision, like I discussed earlier. They start saying phrases like, oh, you think you're too good for us? Oh, you think you're too cool for us now? Yeah. that is exactly what it is. You get what? But like, no shade, but it's like I said before, why are we going to the clubs every single Sunday, every single Saturday, every single Thursday? What are you celebrating? You see what I'm saying? And it's another one, you're a promoter. I can say it's another one, you're a promoter. But if you're out every single weekend, don't you want to have some time where you want to be in the house? Don't you have a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a job? A job? Like, why are we always outside? Sometimes it's nice to be in your house. I remember when I was younger, and I'm still working on it. When it comes to me dating guys, I found myself being in spaces where two things. It was like, I found myself being in spaces where if I'm alone for too long, I'd be like, yo, like I need to get out because I don't want to get into that reoccurring reenactment of the things that happened between me and that boy start playing in my head. So I would purposely go outside. You see what I'm saying? So that goes into segment number 2. It goes not to segment number 2, but point number 2. It's, are you healing or are you avoiding thinking about it? And that's what I was doing. Because I found myself like thinking about it and then I'll get sad. So then I'd be like, no, I gotta go out. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes it's nice to be inside. And as I got older, I discovered the beauty of being alone in my own space, in my own little cocoon, in my own bed, in my own couch, and realizing that sometimes it's nice to be by yourself, catch up on a movie, watch your favorite series, read a book, look up more cryptocurrency, like discover a new habit, create a new hobby for yourself. It's okay to have some time for yourself because you want to pour into your own cup, because here you are running on E, your battery on E, and you're pouring into other people. And by the time that you have time for yourself to sit down and relax, you don't even know what you don't or do like. You don't even know how to take care of yourself. And I noticed that I was avoiding healing and trying to be comfortable being by myself by always being outside with my friends. And now I have changed. And I'm not necessarily saying that it's not okay to be outside. No, that's not what I'm saying. It's just that I have found people in my life that I would have the same conversations with, asking them questions like, oh, you never traveled alone? Oh, I can't eat by myself. You can't go to a restaurant and sit by yourself? Oh, when I go, I have to have somebody with me. You can't meet up with your friends at a location. You have to pull up with someone. I've never been that person. I can go to a restaurant and sit by myself and be fine. I can go to a club or a brunch and meet my friends there. I don't have to pull up with a gang full of women. And low-key, you know what they say about alpha women? Alpha women do not travel in packs. So, clock it. I noticed that people, especially women, I'll say for myself as a woman, women who feel the need to always want to go out with a friend or go out to eat with a friend and not be able to sit by themselves in their own space or be home alone sometimes, they have codependency. It's a real thing. And I'm not saying that you're not allowed to ask your friends out for brunch. That's not what I'm saying. Please do not take what I'm saying and you're trying to listen to respond or listen to understand. I'm talking about the woman where they always feel the need that they have to have company when they go out. You see what I'm saying? It's one thing where you're like, oh, I haven't seen homegirl in so long. Let me call my girl Keisha up. I haven't seen Keisha in like 2 months. Link up with Keisha and go to brunch. That's one thing. But it's like, are you free right now to go out to eat? I want to go to the local diner and get some breakfast. How far are you? Oh my God, I want to go now though. Okay, go by yourself. I don't want to go by myself. Why can't you sit in your own peace by yourself? Why can't you sit in your own space alone? I'm telling you, you really have to sit down and think about it. So my brothers, they told me, I want to say, we had this conversation. I want to say 2013. I 2012. Yeah, I remember. It was because it was during college and I graduated college in 2015. They told me it's okay to sit down and self-reflect as how that day played out. What happened, how it played out, how it could have been better, and what can you do the next day. So ever since this pep talk with one of my bros, I keep in the back of my mind to this very day. I can get to an argument with my mom, my siblings, my dad, my friends, my boyfriend, and I'll ask myself, how did it go out? Like, how did it play? What was the outcome? How did it turn out? And how should it, I can't even speak English. How did it play out? How would you have liked for it to play out? How would you like for it to play out? What did you learn? What could you have done better? And what can you do better tomorrow? And it's a real thing. And you can apply this across the board. Friendships, relationships, family members. It's a real thing. And I feel like now I'm in a place where it comes to my friends, I pass this kind of knowledge on to them. And if any of my friends have any pushback or they don't want to understand these levels of growth, as I should call it, where it comes to your happiness, being alone, wanting to focus on yourself and your career, and you find yourself always explaining yourself, start practicing the word no. You don't always have to give people an explanation. It's simple. You guys, we are pushing 30. We're at that age where I get a phone call. Sorry, I can't do that. Are you okay? No, I'm good. Thank you. No, thanks. I don't feel like going. It's all good. I'll pass. Yeah, I'm good off that. Why can't we just say no and not feel the need to explain? You know what I mean? Just think about it. And I just felt like, I feel like nowadays, like ever since quarantine 2020, as I call it, the year of sensitivity, I feel like nowadays people always feel the need to over-explain. You know what I mean? Like, you don't owe anybody an explanation. Just say no. People need to get comfortable with saying the word no. And if somebody wants to explain it to you up and down, left and right, why? People need to learn how to respect boundaries. And I feel like I've explained this like twice already on a couple of my vlogs. So it's just like, give yourself some space to say no and see how you feel after. You know what I mean? And to go back to our previous conversation about like finding your happiness within yourself, do not rely your happiness onto others and focus your happiness onto yourself too. You will be running out of E, like I said earlier, trust me. and one day you will explode, and it's not going to be good. So protect your mental. It's a huge thing. I feel like mental health awareness has increased, but it hasn't increased enough for men. So I want to talk about that another time. Let me know what you guys think of this vlog. I feel like it was very insightful because I like to have these pep talks with my friends, and I wanted to like bring it onto my vlogs and talk about it with you guys too, because I like hearing my friends' feedback about my vlogs, and to hear conversations be sprouting from my friends about what I talk about. I want to keep doing it more. It's not a podcast. I've been asked to do a podcast too, and that's not my wave. I just wanted you guys to get a little insight and, you know, just to pick your brain on your thoughts. Let me know what you guys think of the conversation that we just had. Let me know how you feel. If you have any pushback, yay or nay. Do you agree or disagree? I hope you guys have an amazing week. Legit, my tea is going cold. Hold on. I hope you guys have an amazing week. I can't believe it's February, the shortest month ever. Happy Black History Month, you guys. And I believe right now it is International African American Women's International Week. It is African American Women's Art Week, something like that. You get the point. But if you are an African American woman or a woman of color and you are in the arts, enjoy this week. It is for you. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week, like I said like 5 billion times. And I will see you guys next week on our next vlog, okay? Take care. Bye.